talk to you today about speed. Life is fast. In order to really win in today's world, you've got to be able to deal with speed. You've got to be able to have breakthrough thinking. You've got to be able to understand it's not the same as it used to be. Search as long as you want. If you're really looking for a success formula, if you really want to be your best, to be able to have the formula, to be able to deal with life today, let me tell you what, I built it. I wrote a book called Strategic Acceleration. The book was an instant bestseller. The book has 3 primary tenets. Tenet number 1 is you've got to have absolute clarity. So many people think that they have clarity, but they don't. How about you? Do you really have clarity? Where you're going, what you want, where you want to go with your team? Clarity is absolutely imperative. Number 2, focus. Today, life is so fast and there's so many distractions that you can be drowned in low leverage activities. And if you really want to win, you've got to be able to be zeroing in on high leverage activities and really be focused with your effort. And then execution. You can plan and you can be focused, but if you don't take action, you're not going to win. In today's world, you got to win. And what I'm telling you is this: 3 things, clarity, focus, and execution, is the magic formula. Let me talk to you for a minute about your beliefs. You see, if you think for a minute, we kind of have this window or this lens of the way that we filter the world, how we make decisions, how we calculate. And if the principles on our window are not correct or not accurate, then guess what? We could be working really hard and never get the success that we want. So for example, if you think cleaning your plate, many of us were taught to always clean our plate. But if you always clean your plate, you can overeat. It's better to be able to have the discipline that once you start getting full, to take the plate away. So that's just one example. You want to be able to really think through and be able to know the principles on your window are accurate. And the way you do that the best is to have mentors and coaches and to be able to have resources pouring into your brain so that you have the absolute most correct and accurate principles on your window. Strategic IQ is a term that I coined that helps someone understand the balance between doing and thinking, or being more tactical or being more strategic. And having that balance is so vital. So many people get buried in the tactical and they're doing emails and phone calls and to-dos, and they're not stepping back and thinking and planning and look at the big picture. So you need to step back and ask yourself, do you need to be more strategic? Do you need to step back and look at the bigger picture? Let me encourage you to do that. Not be so tactical, but step back and see the whole picture. Clarity. Clarity actually pulls you, as I said, really pulls you towards getting the results that you want. And without clearly knowing where you're going, guess what? You're never going to arrive. You got to be able to make sure that you step back and you know what you want, what's important, what you want, how you're going to win. Really understand that clarity. And then, of course, you go as far as you can, and then you can see further. Clarity is an absolute must. Focus is the opposite of distraction. What I call low leverage activities. Let me say it again, low leverage activities. If you're spending or if you're investing your time in low leverage activities, you are not going to be as productive as you can be. Let me encourage you to really be focused and put your time and your energy and that time and energy of your team, if you happen to have a team, to be able to really zero in and focus on the things that matter the most. That's what I call the high leverage activities. Results don't happen unless you execute. You got to take action. You can be really clear and you can be really focused, but if you don't step back and say, I've got to take action, I've got to have my team take action, you got to be able to execute in order to be able to get the results that you want. The world wants and even demands results. My magic formula, clarity, focus, and execution, helps winners win more and helps you succeed. If you want to win, if you want to succeed, take away clarity, focus, and execution.